Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of the Music Den. I'm your host, Armando Venditti. Hoping you guys are having a great day. And above all else, that you're indeed looking after yourselves and one another. Today, guys, I have another new album review to do for you. It is the latest release, from UK artist Mika called Hyperlove. It is Mika's seventh release. Hyperlove was released on January 23rd, 2026 through Republic Records through Universal Music Distribution. The album was produced by Mika and longtime collaborator Nicholas Littlemore. The two previously collaborated on Mika's 2012 release, The Origins of Love, also released through Universal Music. The album had four singles released so far, those singles being Modern Times, Immortal Love, Excuses for Love, and Spinning Out. The album has an overall playing time of 44 minutes and 25 seconds. There are 15 tracks in total, which we'll get into, 12 full length tracks, and three musical interludes lasting no more than a minute and change. Maximum time for the interludes is a minute 48 seconds. Now, Mika as an artist, I would list Mika as power pop, pop, dance, baroque pop. And in terms of comparing him to other acts, Mika has been compared in the past to Freddie Mercury in terms of his vocal dexterity and vocal range and musical versatility. Specifically, on his previous last English album, My Name is Michael Holbrook, the lead-off track, Tiny Love, which was released as a single, was compared to early Queen circa 73, 74 regarding its musical arrangement, its multi-section arrangement, and use of harmony vocals and use of guitar. Fantastic, fantastic vocalist, fantastic instrumentalist. Now, as I said, Hyperlove has 15 tracks. And for me, I've listened to this album four times, and I got to tell you, it is simply wonderful. It's basically an experience. This album is a dance album, top to bottom. There is programmed instrumentation on the album. However, Mika has said in interviews that he didn't want the instrumentation, even though it's been programmed, he didn't want it to sound pristine and perfect. He wanted it to sound a little flawed. Basically, when I listen to this album, I'm reminded of dance music from the early to mid 80s. And it's the music on this album can easily be recreated on stage with live instrumentation. Now, for me, this album is pretty much a trip. Pretty much you sit down, you put on one of those, uh, I guess you'd say, headsets for when you play video games, and you are immersed in this alternate reality. The album starts off with the title track, Hyper Love, at 3 minutes even, and it starts off with calm piano chords with pulsating synths underpinning the track, a strong vocal delivery from Mika, and he also does a digitized vocal or an altered pitch vocal of his vocal, acting as harmony for him. And it acts as a nice intro for the album, very calming, very soothing. And then the track launches into modern times at 4 minutes and 27 seconds. To me, I have in my notes here, ass shaking rhythm, overdriven bass. The choruses come in on a calm breakdown section, and the verses are sung in a spoken word, almost rap format. Okay, so you have the the differences between the verses and the choruses that come in. Very interesting, very wonderful. Track three is the fourth single, Spinning Out, at 3 minutes and 22 seconds. Very rhythmic piano passage on the intro, and a really fat programmed snare drum sound and synth basses for the rest of the arrangement of the track. Wonderful. Again, another ass shaker of a track. Track four is the piece Excuses for Love, the third single, at 3 minutes and 4 seconds. Mid-tempo arrangement on this track, nice use of guitar and nice harmonies on this track as well. And as I said, there's a bit of a mixture here. There is programming and programmed synths on this album, but it's also mixed with live instrumentation, live drums, percussion, and also understated guitar soloing here and there. Track 5 features the first of the three interludes on the album. This interlude is called Everything's Beautiful at a minute and 48 seconds. And all these three interludes feature narration done by director John Waters of Pink Flamingos and Hairspray fame. And he's basically acting as your tour guide for this experience, which is known as Hyperlove. It's wonderful. It is simply wonderful. And the music that's underpinning the track is pretty pulsating and rhythmic, and just keeps your ass moving throughout the entire experience of the album. Now, after the first interlude comes track 6, All the Same, at 3 minutes and 23 seconds. Starts off with a wash of textured synths on the intro. Nice melody on this piece. And it does feature synthesized vocals on the chorus and programmed drums. Track 7, Dreams, at 2 minutes and 49 seconds, starts with rhythmic Moog and synthesized bass on the intro. And for me, when I hear this track, I'm reminded of the Human League from the Dare album era, with songs like, The Sound of the Crowd. These are the things that dreams are made of. And the chorus does feature a nice ethereal vocal for the track. Track 8 is a song called Science Fiction Lover at 3 minutes and 43 seconds. In my notes, I have a drapery of weaving synths on the intro. The chorus and bridge of the track borrow heavily from the track Mad World from Tears for Fears, and they borrow so heavily from it that Mika gave Roland Orzabal a writing credit on this track, Science Fiction Lover, due to the fact that, the chorus, the melody for the bridge and the chorus pretty much are a copy of Mad World. Wonderfully done, though. Track 9 is the song called Take Your Problems With You. 2 minutes and 52 seconds. Nice repetitive acoustic guitar. There you go, the organic instrumentation, and a nice mid-tempo pace on this track. Track 10 is the second of the three interludes, featuring John Waters at 1 minute and 17, called Please Take Your Problems With You. Basically, get the hell out. Again, more dance music for the interlude with nice funky guitar that's featured on this piece. Track 11 is a track called Nicotine at 4 minutes and 6 seconds. Great acoustic guitar in the intro, really subtle rhythm guitar on this piece, and nice melody. Also, there is again guitar soloing, but it's very subtle, very sort of understated, but tastefully done. Track 12 is a piece called 11 at 3 minutes and 18 seconds. Frenetic keyboard intro on this program, drum pattern that comes in, and synth textures that build in intensity towards the end of the track. Almost like comes to a huge crescendo. Track 13 is a wonderful piece called Bells, and 2 minutes and 56 seconds. Fast-paced tempo and a nice melody, solo guitar on the verses, prominent guitar on the choruses, as prominent as you can get with a dance track. And it is wonderful. I mean, it's basically talking about how sex is the be all and end all to a person's feeling great about themselves, and it's a good track. The 14th track features the third and final interlude called Immortal Dream at 1 minute and 29 seconds. Again, dreamy synth passages and featuring another spoken word interlude or narration by John Waters. And the 15th and final track on the album is the second single from the album, Immortal Love, at 2 minutes and 56 seconds, bass-driven dance rhythm, great melody, and a wonderful foundation of ethereal synths that come in on the track. Just wonderfully done and tastefully done. Mika as an artist, I think he's underrated. Again, he's well known in Europe and in the UK, known also in North America, but again, not to the same extent. And for me, this album, he basically went for the dance crowd and the ass shaking experience um, that you can get from dance music. And I think for me, at 44 minutes and 25 seconds, this album offers an escape. Okay. An escape as to what's going on politically, socially in the world, and just gives you the opportunity just to sort of sit down, put on your headphones, turn off the lights, just close your eyes, listen to this album, and just enjoy what you're listening to. Catchy hooks, melodic as all get out, ass shaking as all get out. It's Mika, right? So please check it out. You can get this album on Amazon for 28 bucks. You can get it on amazon.com, .co.uk, on Discogs, on eBay by this point, and you can also get the stream the album, sorry, on YouTube. Once you have listened to the album, let me know what you think in the comments down below. And yeah, you know what? There's nothing wrong with it, shaking your ass now and again at a club or even in your living room. Just have a good time listening to some good music, just to get your mind off of things, get your ass moving, and just have a good time. All right. So that's it for now. I've got more episodes coming up with Bo Schuster, Ken Cheshire, and Jim Bricker. Both Jim and Bill and I are going to be finishing up our Rush times three episode segments. Jim and I are going to be doing top 10 Rush tracks, our favorite top 10 Rush tracks. And Bill and I are going to be doing a two-part, long-awaited ranking the albums of Rush. Okay, that's going to finish off our Rush times three triple segment series. All right, and I've got more shows coming up. We're going to get them to you as soon as you possibly can. Please click like and subscribe and hit the notification bell to keep yourselves on top of any new content we got coming up. And look after yourselves and one another. And I'll see you soon again on the Music Den. Bye for now.